I just filmed my entire intro and then I realised I didn't hit record on my camera. I'm a professional! Yay! Also, my hair is pink. What do you think? That rhymed. Ta-da! Hey, beautiful little spuddies. Welcome back to another video. First on the channel. I don't know, but welcome either way. My name is Jamie and today we are looking at another episode, or we are doing another episode where we have a look at some LGBTQ plus memes. The relatable kind, the nice kind, you know? The non-homophobic, transphobic, all the phobic kind. We're not looking at that today. Oh no. So we are all about the positive. Woohoo! So that's what we're doing today, and I'm not going to waffle on for any longer at all. We're just going to look at memes right now. LGBT plus people, we don't have an agenda. We just want to live our life in peace. Yeah, what is this gay agenda, trans agenda? Where are all these agendas coming from? What do people think that LGBTQ plus people want? Nobody has an agenda. The asexuals. Forgot about the asexuals and their agenda. No, we don't forget about the asexuals. We just forget about the fact that they maybe do have a slight agenda of some kind of world domination, or at least country domination, where the population of asexuals overtakes, is larger than the population of said country. In this example, it is Denmark. Yes. I feel like the asexual agenda is to invade Denmark. I don't know what is going on. Asexual people, explain. Does bisexual mean twice asexual or once every other sexual? This is a very good question. What does it mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? Okay, let's put it on something else. Bi-weekly means, I'm gonna Google it. Bi-weekly, done, produced, or occurring every 2 weeks or twice a week. Why have we done this to ourselves? This is too complicated. What if somebody's like, oh yeah, I'd like a bi-weekly meeting. Yeah, Greg, does that mean we're meeting twice a week or every 2 weeks? I don't know. Let's just make it that bisexuals are twice asexual. Yeah, that sounds about right. How it feels to offend people by breathing oxygen and being gay. King. Is that a deliberate choice that it's someone with the name King sitting in a whole big stadium bit, a big area of something filled with confetti? Oh yes. It's like being a king in confetti, or a queen, or a non-binary royal person. Is there a name for royalty? Is there a royal term for someone who's non-binary? My head is just combining king and queen to be queen or keen. Non-binary people. I've asked the asexual people for an input. Non-binary people, comment down below. Is there a gender-neutral royal term? You deserve one if there isn't. Pans. Not the cooking kind, okay? Before we get any terrible jokes in the comments. Pansexual people. Shaking hands with non-binary people. And they agree on ignoring gender. For different reasons. Coming from different places, but still agreeing on generally the same thing. Who gives a shit about gender when you're pansexual or non-binary? Exactly. I am bisexual. I felt like that was the wrong voice for such a cute little cartoon. Would it be like, I am bisexual? No, do you know, I'm not going to start doing voices. That would be terrible. Wait a sec. Oh, concern. We're feeling the concern. Getting crush on boy and girl at the same time? A critical hit. Uh-oh. Yes, it can happen. Can happen. Indeed. When you are bisexual, the danger is that yes. And then who'd you go for? Decisions. I mean, like, to be honest, it's very similar. I see it as the same as if you just get a crush on two people at the same time, regardless of gender. But yeah, critical hit the bisexuals. Mask men, femme women, mask women, bisexuals. I mean, I feel like everybody has a preference within that as well, probably, maybe, but I don't know. Don't know if I would. Very interesting. Bisexuals just drink all of the beer. I'm a straight girl, but I keep fantasizing about MILFs. It doesn't sound very straight. You keep fantasizing about mums, a hot older mum's MILFs. Is that the definition of a MILF? I know what the letters stand for.
I'm not that innocent.
Is like a MILF just like any mum, or specifically like an older mum? And also it really doesn't work in a British accent. It should be like mom, but I don't say that because I am not American. I don't think that is very straight. If you were fantasizing in a romantic and or sexual way about people of the same gender, regardless of age or whatever, you're probably not too straight, okay? Lesbians, after they get to know that their straight crush isn't straight. She's not straight. Little cherub's like, ah. She's not straight. Oh my god. I mean, being a teenager who was not straight. For context, for anybody new here, I'm a trans man. I lived as a girl for the first 17 years of my life, and I briefly identified as a lesbian. I now identify as a bisexual man. But during that time, being a teenager, and I mean, this was like 12 years ago as well. Everybody was like, no, I'm straight. No LGBT-ness here. Not at all. Nothing. I did have a couple crushes growing up, and I was like, everybody's just straight. Everybody is straight. So yeah, I don't think I ever had this moment because I transitioned, and yeah, interesting. Never forget what we're fighting for. What are we fighting for? Italy, apparently. Jesse Pinkman's gas mask, yes. And something that looks like a Smurf? Is that a Smurf? I don't know. Is that a Smurf? I mean, the Smurf's hat is also white, and Jesse Pinkman is wearing a yellow suit. So, like, we've not been completely inclusive of all the colours, but do I see where this is going? We're fighting for Jesse Pinkman as an Italian Smurf. Got it. Also, if I sound a bit nasally, it's because I am still ill. It's been 5 weeks. 6 weeks. It's been 6 weeks. I'm very bored. What if we kissed at the Rainbow ATM? Let's have a little smooch by the ATM of rainbows. The gay TM. Ha! I'm too proud of myself. At the end of the rainbow, money. Oh, so it's not an LGBT plus thing. It's just like at the end of a rainbow, pot of gold. Actually, no, it's just your own bank account, which might not necessarily be a pot of gold. You can have a smooch at the Rainbow ATM though, and we can make it a gay TM.
Hello, just popping in, and yes, my hair is looking a little bit different. So I think we can all agree that new routines are not just for the new year, and it's nice to have ones that we can stick to all year round. And something that I'm sure is just as relatable to LGBTQ plus memes for some of you is finding the right routine for your skincare and your haircuts. The amount of different products I have tried in my hair. Some products have my hair feeling brittle and dry and like straw, and then other ones left my hair feeling greasier. But like Goldilocks with porridge, I have found my just right. So I'm very excited that today's video has been made in partnership with Geology. Geology is an award-winning skin, hair and body care company that created simple yet effective skin and hair care routines customized just for you. Their products are trusted by dermatologists, and they have over 7,000 5-star reviews. I am personally very attached to my hair, and not just in the physical sense. It's very important to me to find the right products for my hair, and I really enjoy the products that Geology has to offer and how they make my hair feel and how they smell. I've been using their custom control hair care package that includes products that are great for all hair types, and they don't use harsh ingredients or strip your hair of its natural oils. They're also color safe, which is perfect for me, and their products come in pouches that are made from 84% less plastic than traditional packaging. The products I've been using include the Soothing Hair Co-Wash, which cleans and conditions your hair all in one. There's also the Cooling Hair Co-Wash. This one has a little menthol and tea tree in there to offer a refreshing, tingly feel. The Strengthening Shampoo moisturizes your scalp and treats hair from root to end. And finally, the Strengthening Conditioner works best in collaboration with the Strengthening Shampoo. They are a wonderful little pair. If you're interested in giving Geology a go, I'm here to offer you a free trial of their 3-piece custom control hair care routine with their try before you buy program. Basically, if you don't love it in 14 days, you just ship back the portion of the product that you haven't used. So head over to geology.com/Jammidodger and take their personalized hair care quiz. I gotta be honest, I love a good quiz. You can also click the link in the description box, and once you've taken that little quiz, dermatologists will design a personalized routine just for you and ship the products to your door. And now back to the LGBTQ plus memes. Thank you for listening.
What's wrong? Asks the lesbian who is with the asexual. Oh, a little bisexual crying person crying. My parents keep making disparaging comments about queer people, and I'm scared to come out to them. Ah, man, that's arse. I have never ever used the word arse in that kind of sentence. That's arse. Do I like it? No. Would I choose to use that? No. But I see what they're saying. I'd say like, oh man, that sucks. Or like, oh man, what a load of crap. Or isn't it like, that sucks ass? Listen, I get that things are tough right now and that sucks a lot, but they can get better if you give it time. Oh, yeah, that's very true. Really? Yes. Yes, really, you little bisexual. It's gonna be fine. Of course, you'll grow up and one day you'll be able to find a space where you can surround yourself with people who support you for who you are. Is this gonna be wholesome? I've seen a lot of these. I think they're called KT Katie's Shit Comics. Katie's Shit Cartoons on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it. A place for my shit cartoons about the turf wars. Yes. A treasure trove of other lovely, relatable /funny just comics about trans and LGBTQ plus experiences. So I can recommend. And if you don't feel safe coming out right now, you don't have to, says the pansexual. You're welcome with us no matter what, says the flag I don't recognize. If you do recognize the orange hues, I can Google it. Orange and black pride flag. Yes, you show me image, but you're not telling me what it is. Oh, the Bear Brotherhood. Is that right? This is what Google is telling me. If it's wrong, please correct me. It'll be okay. Sorry, this has been an incredibly disjointed reading of a comic, but this is a very sweet concept of like older LGBTQ plus people supporting a younger bisexual person who's not come out yet and is scared. That's cute because, it will be fine. You will what was I going to say? I don't remember. Elliot. I feel like I'm going to disappoint some people by saying I have no idea where this is from. Going to go out on a limb here and say you're bisexual. Elliot, you would be correct. That was not going out on a limb. What pride flag is that? Oh, Lee guessed the word. The word was Germany. Why is so many country flags finding their way into like LGBTQ plus memes and stuff? First we have Italy, now we have Germany. Is it just the whole funniness with flags? Oh, there's pride flags, woohoo, and there's country flags, woohoo. Let's make some jokes about it. I hung a pride flag in my classroom last week. The very next day I had 3 kids eating their breakfast in my classroom, only one of which was my student. This morning I had 12. None of them were my actually students until a good 10 minutes before the bell. Oh, this is so cute. Is the teacher creating like a safe space for LGBT plus students? That's very cute. I love it. All the wholesome. Apparently, it works like in Field of Dreams. If you hang the flag, the gays will come. And they will steal every one of your dinosaur stickers. As they should. Dinosaur stickers for all, because dinosaurs are cool. Transphobia/homophobia is not. Venom. I said that so confidently, it was almost arrogant because I'm not actually 100% sure. Venom, I hope that's right. On a pride flag, gay. How would, that's not how Venom is saying gay, is it? Venom's more like...
Gay.
Yes, very gay. Very muscly gay Venom. Lots of teeth though. Fascinating. Buy balls. $750. Do you know, that sounds quite cheap for a pair of balls. I'm sure mine cost more than that. Well, yes. If only it were that easy that you just clicked a button, whoop, balls or no balls. Maybe you could sell your balls. Maybe you could do a ball exchange. I don't know. Do they have like a buy boobs? I realise that this is not about the testicular kind of balls, but still funny. Boomers. Back in my day, men dressed like men and listened to manly music. Their music. I feel like I saw this one recently. Was it with The Click or somewhere else? I can't remember, but I feel like this is a familiar meme I have seen. Yeah, it's just I think it's not always like older people, but people of a certain generation, people of a certain mindset just like to be like,
oh, gay people never existed back in the good old days.
And it's like, no, they did. They were just incredibly silenced. He's making a big ass pride flag for you because he loves you. Oh, thanks, Satan. Thank you. How big are we talking, though? Because that looks relatively big, but I've definitely seen bigger. And if Satan is making me a pride flag to show love, I want the biggest pride flag that could possibly be made. I want a pride flag big enough to wrap my entire house in and have some to spare. Yes, thank you. Complete the sentence. Oh, good old Duolingo. Nous sommes mariés, c'est moi. C'est moi? C'est moi.
I can't speak French.
C'est ma femme Alice. We're married. This is my wife Alice. Woo! Duolingo being the great LGBTQ plus ally that we've known it to be. Even if the owl scares you, there is good gay stuff in the language learning. No, it is. I've come across this so many times where like it's like as obvious as this, or it's a lot more casual and there's like a story and it's like clearly like a lesbian couple or a gay couple who are getting ready or something. There's a lot of inclusion from good old Duolingo. I've been learning French. Do you want to know my streak? I will tell you my Duolingo streak. I have the little fire icon. That is how good my Duolingo streak is. My streak is 1,157 days and I'm learning French, and that's how I read that sentence.
I can't speak French.
I'm trying. You know how some people are very good with languages, like duck to water with languages? No. I'm like, what, can't swim? I'm like a chicken trying to fly with languages. Does not compute in my brain. Drag race. No, not that kind of drag race. Not just cars. Boo. Boring. A little bit more interest in RuPaul Drag Race. Yes. But then all the interest in drag race. Drag race whilst drag racing. Drag race inception. Dragception. Drag race within a drag race. Oh, yes. Fun. Fire and rescue. Fire doesn't discriminate. Okay. Neither do we. Avon Fire and Rescue Service, pride in the community. Okay, I appreciate this. Preventing, protecting, responding. I get it. Thank you. You do not discriminate. You will save people regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity. Wonderful. We love a pride inclusive fire department. But wonderful Avon Fire and Rescue Service. Fire doesn't discriminate. Neither do we. That's like saying, look, we love you.
But fire's gonna kill you.
Like, I get it. But when you put it on like a pride flag and you're like, fire doesn't discriminate, it makes it sound like the fire is particularly going for LGBTQ plus people. And I get it that homophobes say that we're all going to burn in hell, but don't need to plaster it on the side of a truck. But yeah, thank you for trying. Oh, squint. You're seeing this full screen. I would like you to squint your little eyes and comment down below what you can read. The YouTube acceptable version, please. Censoring may be required. Thank you. If you like gaydar, love a bit of gaydar, you'll love Bi-Fi. Love Bi-Fi. Oh my god, Bi-Fi. I love Bi-Fi. Do I have Bi-Fi? Do you automatically have Bi-Fi installed if you are Bi-Fi? Oh my god. I feel like I have a superpower now, even though I don't. I don't think it's a real thing. Congratulations! I mean, unless somebody can't sit and has a clear phone case and just hits all the bisexual stereotypes, but even then, it's not a guarantee. Sorry, I started on the next meme whilst my brain was still in the last one, so we're gonna start again. Congratulations! Presented to you for being gay. You did it. The date is, of course, the 6th of the 9th, 69, and it is signed by God. There we go. God signs off on the gays, so everyone can stop being homophobic and using God as an excuse. I don't personally believe in God, but if there were a God, there's no way that a God would be homophobic or transphobic. Literally, like, it just is the most ridiculous kind of logic I've ever heard. No. There are so many other things for a God-type being to be concerned over. Plus, wouldn't have God made people LGBTQ+? Just no. The number of LGBTQ+ identifying adults is soaring. Flying. Da 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 da. Sorry.
We're breaking free.
I'm not going to sing in videos. I deeply apologise. Americans who self-identified as LGBTQ in 2021 by generation. I mean, I think the important bit to take note of is by generation. So, this is a survey of just under 12,500 US adults conducted between January and December of 2021. So, let's start from the bottom. Traditionalists who were born before 1946, 0.8% identify as LGBTQ. Baby boomers born between 1946 and 1964, 2.6% identify as LGBTQ. Gen X, born between 1965 and 1980, 4.2%. Are Gen X also known as the silent generation? Or was that before boomers? Is that the traditionalists or before the traditionalists? I don't know. What is the silent generation? Because like my brain is telling me it's Gen X because I always forget about Gen X, and I'm so sorry, Gen Xers. I see and appreciate you now. Millennials. I'm a millennial, born between 1981 and 1996. Oh, I'm a young millennial. Kind of. I'm 94. I was born in 94. I'm not 94 years of age. Could you imagine? I would have to share my skin routine. 10.5% of millennials identify as LGBTQ. Gen Z. Born 1997 to 2003. The youngest Gen Z is 20 years old. Wow. What's the new generation? There must be one after Gen Z. And Gen Z have been teasing millennials for years, and they're gonna get it soon. Anyway, Gen Z, 20.8%. It's almost as if as society becomes more open and accepting to different identities, people will realise that they are those identities and they feel comfortable identifying as those identities. What I would say as well is almost perfectly every generation it's doubled. So honestly, it's not long until straight becomes the minority. So we're just waiting for that day, to be honest. You'd only get pissed off at this if you didn't like the concept of people being LGBTQ+. That is the sole reason to get pissed off by this, because what is the problem? So what if it's not actually that percentage and some of them grow up to be like, oh, I'm not actually LGBTQ. Does that really matter? No, it doesn't. It's just coming from a place of like,
Oh, the gays are taking over. Cis straight isn't gonna be the norm anymore.
We can't overpower them.
Just if you stop being homophobic, then it doesn't matter. So yeah, because we have 0.8 to 2.6, which is, yes, more than double, but then 2.6 to 4.2, which is a little bit less. But it's, it's like working out quite well. And then 4.2 to 10.5, and then 10.5 to 20.8. The next generation is going to be like 41, and then after that it's going to be 82%, and then it's just going to be, there will be more LGBTQ plus people than there will be people. So there we go. That's how it's going to go. We're obviously going to reach a plateau at some point of like, society is so open now that pretty much nobody feels uncomfortable with their sexuality and gender identity, so they come out as such. They realize as such that that's who they are. If you did a correlation between society's openness to LGBTQ identities and like the representation we have and the visibility we have of LGBTQ plus identities, and you did that correlated with the number of people identifying as LGBTQ plus, you would see a correlation between it. It doesn't mean that this increased representation is actually causing people to be LGBTQ plus. It's just causing them to realize that it's okay that they are LGBTQ plus and they can come out as such and live as themselves. Woohoo! There we go. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Me drinking up that gay shit. Yes. Enjoy. Damn, new sheets be asking the personal questions. Top or bottom? What is the usefulness? I'm trying to think of a fitted sheet. What would the use of that be? Top or bottom? Because like, it's all top or bottom. There is no side corner that you would need a label on. I mean, if it had like short and long kind of thing, like, because sometimes I put the corner on. Excuse you. Somebody honked very loud. Sometimes I put the corner on and then I go to pull it down to the other side of the bed and it's too short and then I have to swap the corner. But I don't see how that would help with that problem. I realised that this was a gay joke and I have just taken this very much into the realm of actually making a bed, and I'm very sorry for just making it boring. Apologies, I'll move on. Me watching most of my favourite child shows. Forced heterosexuality. It's a shocker with all this belief that there's a social contagion element to being trans in particular and generally being LGBTQ plus. It's a shocker that I'm not cis and straight, seeing as that is what was forced upon me throughout my entire childhood. It's almost as if it's not really down to social influence. Oh look, little like LGBTQ soda cans. What have we got? Super gay juice. Bye bye berry soda. Electric lesbi crush. Oh, electric lesbi crush. That sounds like if you really, really fancy somebody. Trans pop. Sorry, that's very boring. We've got like super gay juice. Bye bye berry soda. Electric lesbi crush. Trans pop. Is that all we get as trans pop? I'm joking. I mean, it is kind of more boring than the others, but pan punch. Oh yeah. Multi-flavor pow. Oh, the trans pop says more rights. Wonderful. Yes, thank you. That kind of makes up for the fact that it just says trans pop. NB Energy. Gender fluid fuel up. I feel like more could have been done with gender fluid. I am not dissing these. I like them. It's just constructive criticism. I'm saying this and I would never have the creativity to create something like this. So honestly, just ignore me. Just ignore me and enjoy the cans. Ace Ice. Best served chilled and overthrowing Denmark. Genderqueer seltzer. Yes, sorry. Genderqueer seltzer is worse than trans pop. Ally Aid with supportive vitamins. Happened to my voice. A gender blender. I can't read the rest of it. That's such a shame. Demi dunk. Not a full dunk, just a demi dunk. I guess that's the point. Arrow tea. Lovely. Questioning quencher. Yes. Poly paradise. I can't read that. Sorry, it's too blurry. But these are beautiful. I love it. I found this on a subreddit and I'd really love to credit the creator. Oh, what is this? Pride Sips Kickstarter is bringing us queer soft drink pillows for the summer. Oh, they're like products. I mean, this was from June 2021. Oh, it's on Shabba's birthday. That's so cute. Okay, this is fascinating. They are squishy things. Where can we get these? Are they a thing? 1,000 backers pledged $60,000. Is this a legit thing? You can't pledge anymore, so I don't know if it's actually happened. But this looks amazing. This is such a big digression, but they're real. That's so cool. We found it. Nice. Okay, look, about the constructive criticism. They're lovely. That sounded so sarcastic. Seriously, genuinely, they're really cool. I think a couple of them could have been a little bit cooler. In terms of the visual design, I love most of them. Just some of the names could have been a little bit more fun. But that's it. That is it. I'd still buy a Bye Bye Berry and a trans pop. I would like them. Yes, I'm part of the LGBT Lineage Gutant Binger Turtles. Oh, comment down below what you are. Apparently I'm a binger turtle. Me when I come out to a friend. Anxiety going up. Oh, bless you. Oh, I hope that you've got supportive friends. It is difficult coming out. Yeah, that really wasn't very reassuring. I'm so sorry. You will find people who will accept you even if those friends don't, but I'm sure you have friends who do. I hope you have friends who do. You mute it. You mute. Oh, for flip's sake. Help me. You meet a cute girl. She mentions a girlfriend. She's gay. Woohoo. She has a girlfriend. Well, that's a slight problem. I mean, you have found a lesbian out in the wild. Oh my god, it's like that earlier meme of like, she's a lesbian. But yes, unfortunately, the particular lesbian you're interested in is not available unless they are poly. That could be a thing. And if you are too, that might work out. But if they are monogamous, yes, bit of a disappointment. She has a girlfriend. Oh dear. You will need to find another lesbian or bi woman or pan woman or just a woman who's not straight, who you fancy and who fancies you and is single, obviously. Popular bottoms. I don't know who the first person is. And is the second person Link from Zelda. And then the meme is pointing the finger, not me. How did you find out you're bisexual? Mrs. Puff. Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to handle the answers to. Quit. Continue. How did I find out I was bisexual? How did I find out I was bisexual? My sexuality has been a hot mess. It's been so confusing since I was a teenager. I came out as bi before I transitioned. My battery died right as I was mid-explanation of how I found out I was bisexual. That feels quite fitting. My camera quit on me. My camera hit B. How dare. Anyway, this battery is also flashing, so I will make it very quick. Sexuality, confusing. Realized that I was attracted to women when I was a teenager, and I was like, oh, I must be bi because like guys are all right too. And then I was pretty mask because I was going through my whole like gender expression, gender discovery time, and everyone was like, you're a lesbian, right? You must be a lesbian. You must be a lesbian. And like, I would say I have a stronger attraction towards women than to men. So I was like, yeah, forget men, not interested in them. I'm a lesbian, yay. And then dealing with all the gender shit, I came out as trans, and I was like, I'm a straight dude, and that's how I identified for a while. And then I was like, oh, I just kind of fell into identifying that way because I'd been identifying as a lesbian, but actually when I think about my sexual orientation, not exclusively attracted to women. And then it was also complicated because I was in a relationship from right after I came out with Shaba, and we've been together ever since. We're now married, no interest in not being together, and also we're both monogamous, so there was like no exploration of sexuality. Yeah, I just didn't really think about it for a while. But yeah, hello. That's how I found out I was bisexual, by thinking about it. That's so lame. Anyway, that is all the memes. I'm going to wrap this up before my camera fully dies because this is my spare battery, and so now both batteries are out of battery, which is not great, and this battery doesn't even work. So truly a professional that I forgot to hit record when I first started making this video, and I've now completely run out of charged batteries at the end. Wow. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Think about giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. And as always, did I say thank you so much for watching already? I will say it again. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.